My goals were simple. What were they? Well, let's just see. I have this acoustic kit over here. It's a little Catalina Club kit. I use it to make my little songs and my little recordings and record my band and my friend's band. And it's a modest little kit, 18-inch kick, mahogany shells, just a little Catalina Club Gretsch kit. So my goals were, I think, pretty modest. I wanted to be able to play and not bother anybody upstairs. I wanted to be able to play when the wife is in this room working. Now, that's never going to happen because when she's just right through this little wooden door, this thin little wooden door, I'm not going to be over here, pretending like that this isn't annoying. As if, right? As if I had in my head that I could do that while she's in here with a headset on trying to work for a big company. As if it ain't going to happen. But let's shrink the goals down a little bit more and say, well, fine. I won't try to play this really beautiful Roland TD-17 or this Alesis Crimson 2 with Strike Brain upgrade. I won't try to play them while she's in that room. I'll just play them when people are sleeping. It's fine, right? And again, like we're talking... Now, the Alesis is a little quieter, by the way. Both kits are great. This is not a review on these kits. Both kits are great. This is a review on my modest goals in 2025, what I'm trying to do and why it's so hard. So you got this little 18-inch kick, Catalina Club. And the sounds in both of these, for me, are not good enough. They say the TD-17 sounds come from the TD-50. No. I call shenanigans on that because the more you look into it, it's like, are they the same sounds? And Roland's like, oh yeah, it's kind of the same sounds. And it's like, well, but don't you use a different engine to play them? Don't you use some environmental widget, Blue Moon, off the coast of Africa, poly AI machine? And Roland's like, well, yeah. So it's not the same sounds. It might be the same FLAC files or WAV files, but this ain't no TD-50, okay? Not even close. It's no TD-27, not even close, okay? For me, the sounds in this brain aren't much better than the Amazon kit, okay? I would not on purpose use the sounds of this brain to do my recordings. So that's when you got to get into drum software, which is what this rant is really about. So then there's the Alesis. Some of these kits I actually like better than that one. And which is a little bit surprising. The Roland kit plays better. It plays like butter. But this brain, which is the Strike Brain, which was a flagship not too long ago, some of these drum kits I probably would use on a recording and not look back. Just stereo out the top, left and right, stereo at the top, plug it into the Tascam or the focus right here, plug it into something, and just go for it. So why don't you? Well, because the sounds of EZDrummer 3 are so much better. Oh my goodness. Tune track, EZDrummer 3, and I would assume, I don't have it, Superior Drummer, which is superior to EZDrummer 3. They just sound so good. I've got the Steve Albini pack. I just bought the vintage pack, which I'm just installing now. It's already downloaded. So I go down this road, this bottomless pit of VSTs, and I look into Steven Slate and Get Good Drums and EZDrummer whatever. And no, EZDrummer 3 is the one I like, sorry. Addictive Drums, which I've already uninstalled. That's a toy. See you later. It's a toy. Bye-bye. And then this BFD nightmare. This absolute nightmare. So here we are stuck at 5%. It's the second attempt this evening. I've been trying for 5 hours to download this. There's nothing wrong with this laptop. There's nothing wrong with my internet connection. I assure you, I have good internet here. Got it cabled up. And I rebooted the laptop just to be sure, you know, and 5% on this nonsense. And I can't return it because I've attempted to download it. So I can't return it. So I'm out, what is it, 100 and some dollars Canadian, like 117, because I bought an expansion too. I guess I'd have to click there to show you that. But I'm just screwed. Like, it's just, you know. And the more I read about this company, this BFD in music company, the more I regret giving them money. Like, apparently they abandoned everybody for a little while. There was just like a few years that no one could get support. They just wouldn't respond. They just abandoned everybody. So what a joke this has been. Now you got to download for this core library. You got to download 55 gig. Now guess what? You need 110 gig if you think about it. Because you're going to download 55 compressed, right? And then it needs to uncompress that. So it needs to spit all that back out at, you know, let's say 110. Those numbers aren't exactly right, but you get what I'm saying, right? So be prepared to have 110, 120 gigabyte hard drive space just lying around. And you're saying, well, I do. Well, I don't, because I got one of these Mac mini puck things, right? And Mac wants, you know, every last gigabyte to count. So I don't have 110 gigabytes just lying around. That's why I'm not downloading into this Mac. It's BFD will never fit on this Mac. I think this thing has a 256 gigabyte hard drive. I can't do 110 gigabytes of BFD. Now, my fault, not closely reading the hardware requirements that I need that much space. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I've provided another laptop. But what's their fault and not my fault at all is this nonsense. We're just stuck, you know, and I'm sure this is because there's a sale on today. Everyone's bought this. Well, that's not my fault either. That I can't pull, you know, I highly regret. I have total buyer's remorse. I shouldn't have bought BFD. I shouldn't have given them $1. I even bought an expansion pack, you know. I panicked. I saw a sale. I was like, hey, it's an omen. Yesterday it was $300 Canadian. Today the core was, what is it, 60 some? And then I bought the expansion. This is, US, right? I saw the sale as a sign to go for it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure that'll get fixed up, but the more I read, the worse it is. Like, you can't just take this camping now. Not that you'd take your drum set camping, but this thing needs the internet all the time. So if you're going to go play this at a bar, right, your BFD, your drums, that bar had better have free Wi-Fi for you, or you better hotspot your phone, because this thing is always checking up. Did you pay for it? Oh, did you pay for it? License, project registration, papers please, you know? Like, always this paranoid, sniveling little low self-esteem having companies always like, oh, you gotta pay for it though, you gotta pay. Oh, we've paid for it, you know? So you can't just take this where there's no internet and set up next to your drums and play. Good luck to you. Because they're always like, papers please. Anyway, big mistake buying this, big mistake. Let's go back again to what I was trying to do. So I wanted to take this kit at night, or this kit at night, and play it, but I'm trying to make this kit. I think my goals are pretty modest for 2025. I'm just trying to recreate my own acoustic kit digitally. And that's why I went down the rabbit hole of all the different kinds of VST plugins, because they don't all just have an 18-inch Gretsch kit. They don't all just have a Catalina Club kit. Or I would settle for, like, give me Ringo's kit. Give me Ringo's kit between 62 and 68. Or give me his Abbey Road kit. Whatever. I mean, those are the sounds we're all used to hearing, right? We all know what the Beatles kit sounds like. Crushed through a Fairchild. That's all I'm trying to do. But now I'm in this mess, because of course I am, because these are the kind of messes I get into at Quest for Gear. Don't buy BFD. And if you don't want to take my word for it, because some of you guys are like, works fine for me, I love it, I've been using BFD since 1977, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know it's going to work fine for some of you. Okay. But go research this company. They abandoned everybody for a few years until InMusic bought them. And I guess now they're trying to turn it around, but this doesn't look like turning it around to me. And it's not just this. I have more complaints. My laptop at my office, where I did download this earlier today, different building, different internet connection, different everything. My laptop at my office is a gaming MSI like a hot rod, and it was freaking dying on that software. I was just opening it so I could see the different kits and parts and like click on the little sounds, you know? It was killing that MSI. And it was it's like a gaming hot rod laptop. So, I don't know. Big buyer's remorse on this BFD. I do love my EZDrummer 3 from TuneTrack. They're on sale as well right now. They're having the Take It Easy, Save Big, Sweet Summer Savings. So if you're thinking about VST plugins, I love EZDrummer 3. It just freaking works. You just hook your drum kit in and it just works. It just works right out of the box and sounds amazing. Addictive Drummer 2 looks like a toy. I just feel like no one cares over there. They're not putting that much into it. Steven Slate, I don't know what a Steven Slate is, but it annoys me. You know, you're like, what's a Steven Slate? And they're like, well, you can pay for your plugins forever. I'm like, oh, like a cell phone bill? Yeah, you can just pay forever. You could just give Steven Slate $59 a month. I mean, that's my take on it. I don't really know. Something about he's invented some crappy touchscreen thing and he's got these plugins and you just pay the man for the rest of your life. I'm just like, I don't want to know what a Steven Slate is. It doesn't, no thank you. And then Get Good Drums. People rave about that. That looks really expensive in my glance. I could be wrong. There's probably 10 VSTs, right? There's probably 10 major VST companies. I love EZDrummer 3. I should not have gone down this big flim-flam deal. Big flim-flam deal. That's what BFD stands for. Yeah, here we are, 5%. Oh, doesn't matter. Ooh, look, we're in. And, oh, it does know. It does know what the internet connection is. It was doing something. Let's see. Look, okay, yeah, it was doing something at 5%. You see that? It turned red. It's just like, I need the internet. I'm going to chew on this for another 12 hours. So now what do? I just hit download then? Oh yeah, here we go again. I just lost my 5% by yanking the cord. Whatever. All right. Don't buy BFD. Big flim-flam deal. All right, this has been Quest for Gear. Like and subscribe if you want to.